Hello guys and welcome to the third cast of the FAF, well tonight basically. This one was sent in by... Haha, I remember this game. Unfortunately I can't say who this is because, well, he's still in the UEF army. On top we do have myself. The previous match, just to explain the comments, the previous match was basically we didn't the UEF didn't do any reinforcements, but they came in with a shitload of loyalists and basically killed us, even though we killed 6 of them. Here, ladder 822 of the Cybran army is a Vanguard. And yes, the Vanguards are a pain in the ass, but he is easy defeatable. Yep, so this map is in Galactic War. This is what the game's this replay is off is Galactic War. As we can see in this map, we've got, well, if the first person to get this wins the game, basically, because you've got the biggest mass advantage in the entire world. You got 2 T2 flags, you got a T2 power generator, you got a T1 shield, you got 4 T1 point defenses, you got 2 T3 radar, 8 T1 P-gens, and 4 torpedo bombers. So as you can see, Vanguard is sending one of his engineers straight in the middle there, but don't worry, my SCU is high in its backside there, going straight in. As a precaution of last game, I did decide to bring in a T2 pillar. Obviously we can do that in Galactic War, you can reinforce your drop, so I brought myself a T2 pillar in just in case they decide to do anything stupid like they did last time. But as you can see, Vanguard's T1 engineer made its way into the base first, so he is sucking up the mass, so he's getting a nice mass boost, as you can clearly see in the top screen. There you go, plus 61 mass increase. Ha, that's lying to me. Oh well, I'll have to fix that later. So he's getting an excellent mass boost. You can see that's my... So he knows where my SCU is. As you can see, the drone... the drone of my ally is starting to reclaim the units as well, as my SCU starts moving in to secure the area. As you can see, Vanguard is going for build mass land. Obviously, in this map, it's quite hard to not build mass land when you're Cybran, because obviously once you start building mantises, you're just gonna start shitting them out, in pretty much is the case. As you can see, my reinforcement is somewhere away from the base, but enough to bring in any type of support that is needed at a moment's notice. As you can see, a T1 interceptor has killed the drone, so obviously they had to create a nice little diversion to do that. You see, my build is pretty much build the land factories, getting tanks, getting 3 lots of tanks and 2 factories to spam artillery in air, and mass surrounded by power generators to build my power storage up as I start draining the power as well. As you can see, I have brought my T2 pillar in to protect me a bit more. If we have a look at what my actual... As you can see, I've got quite a lot of mass coming in now, so obviously that's going to be getting put to good use. Actually, it's not getting put to good use. So, obviously, this is one of the ones where I failed miserably in producing stuff. And teching up, clearly. Obviously, the enemy. So Vanguard has got his T2 max up, and he's also got 2 more T1 land factories to go. But he is spamming land like anything, and so is his ally. His ally is doing interceptors as well. As you can see, I am going gun, because the best defense against the Aeon, against the Cybran, is gun, because you also get the advantage of OC and Titans when they eventually bring them in. As you can see though, my spam is coming along. He is sending a T2 bomber at there, but as you can clearly see, any T2 bomber that comes near my base will get shot down by the array of T1 continuous stream of T1 units, AA units. So as you can see, as it starts coming in, my AA units do pick it up. And with them picking it up, it does get knocked down at 88 health. So, I'm trying to remember. As we can see, though, this is what I mean by spamming tactics. He's brought Loyalists, he's brought Mantis, so he has brought a big, massive T1 army into play. As vice versa, has a Vanguard. So he's brought in 5 T3 Loyalists, and his allies brought in 2 T3 Loyalists, but he's brought in the biggest Mantis army known to man. As you can see, I have successfully got the gun, and I am building a T1A turret to stop any coming in. As you can see, I have very well scouted the Loyalists, because they were forced in to attack me. After I seen them, I'm pretty sure I hit the ferry every single unit I have, due to the massive amounts. This is where it starts becoming problematic in Galactic War. This is when you've got reinforcements like these knocking down your doorstep. No amount of spam can do that again. As you can see, Loyalists again, clearly seen. So my ally starts bringing his reinforcements in, because, well, they are needed now, because it's just going to be an absolutely onslaught of, as you can see, it's going to be an onslaught. It's going to be an absolute, there we go, here comes my other reinforcements now. I'm pretty sure this is a map where I rush a bit too much with my ACU. As you can see, OC the first Loyalists. So the Loyalists can't really come into play now. But my T1 tanks, I've moved them into play, so I've just OC'd again. So there's 2 down. So out of the 5 that the Vanguard brought in, 2 of them are now down. So I have my units, my reinforcements are now hightailing it to the middle, because the fact is that we need them. And my ally decided to bring in 2 Percys. Not the best idea when you're facing a Mantis spam, may I tell you. Obviously we successfully conquered it quite well, as you can clearly see. Obviously we're leaving them in high retreat. But this is, if you didn't have your reinforcements out, if you didn't have anything there, being able to cope with anything like this. Obviously my gun has helped me out quite a bit, because it's a long range, I'm killing everything type of thing, you can't touch me. So that's vetted me up quite nicely. So I'm pushing towards Vanguard's base now. I do have my reinforcements coming in, so they are quite behind me, so I do have quite a big reasonable force coming. We have decided, because we've got 2 Percys, to push down the bottom. Towards Lava 616. But obviously the Percy's got another idea. As we can clearly see, I'm pushing with my ACU, because it's my biggest, it's the most lethalest assault in the world. As we can see, we've got the so he now has the gun upgrade. So Lava 616 has the gun upgrade. Vanguard does have a stupid fucking Titan that starts knocking me badly. My ACU is now actually protecting the Loyalists. Is actually protecting the Percival. So anything that I can see in the range will get hit. As we can see, he's starting to build in T1 storage to try and kill the Loyalists. But I'm pushing my units in along with my ACU. So my pillars are actually right behind me. So any assault that comes from Vanguard does get sorted out from behind me, and obviously I start killing everyone that comes near me. Because the pillars are there to protect my backside and my front, while I take out Lava 616. Even though Lava's got the gun upgrade, I do have 2 veterancy assault. But as we can see, we clearly have a big massive group of mantises which start causing trouble eventually down the line. As we can see in my base, I'm currently upgrading my mass extractors, so I've got interceptors building out to cover any assault there. So I've decided, my other side's right, keep pushing the lava back. Although, so yeah, send my T1 units in, just to do as much damage as humanly possibly can to this base. If with his base in pure agony, I decided to push my unit ACU back to pull it straight into the middle. This means, so any other assault that a Vanguard starts to launch, I can deal with quite quickly. Because the problem is, he's now got rhinos, and I don't know he's got rhinos yet. Well, I think I do, because I've got scouts, but my base isn't actually built up for producing T2 yet. So the Lava 161 is literally neutralised at this current moment in time. So as you can see, I pretty much have the biggest land force in the game at the moment, with my allies. Obviously I've got 2 rhinos attacking, which are the biggest pain in the ass. So my pillars start coming in, help my SEU out, due to the massive DPS of my SEU gun, which then goes down. Then I start pushing firmly into a Vanguard's base. I keep my units firmly behind my SEU because my SEU is the biggest source of attack. As we can see though, Vanguard did manage to get a T1 naval factory up. Obviously, easy to deal with pretty much at the moment in time, but my units are there, absorbing all the assault from the T1 attacks. As you can see, an OC that I just let off hit my T1 tank. Shouldn't have hit my T1 tank, but that's a wasted OC. So I pull my units back because my SEU just got another upgrade on health. And with the rhinos slowly losing health quite badly, I decided to push in. This is where Lava 616 with its aggravated stealth now starts to come back and trying to kill me. Although my SEU has now got 3-star veterancy with 1300 health, well 12,000 health, rhinos do quite a bit of damage to you. And having T2 fighters above you as well doesn't make it easy for you. Oh no. This is where it starts becoming interesting, because I've got my A8 focused on protecting my SEU from the T2 fighter. I've also got an SEU right behind me. This is where I've got my land coming in. So I've also got my ally land coming in now to protect me. See, I actually have no land anywhere near my SEU. So my SEU is wide open to assault, basically. So I've got 73 kills. And I've got a Lava 616 coming down on me. So basically I'm in high retreat. And the reinforcements is now coming from my ally. Makes my SEU focus on the Mantis attack that's from behind. So the Mantis attack can't really do that much damage. But as you can see, I am recovering health quite quickly. So I start recuperating my units. So my SEU is in highly damaged mode. So what a Vanguard start to do is start to go, right, I'm not going to be able to get him on land, so I'm going to have to do it through air. So he now starts building gunships and fighters. Even though my air is over his base, he starts being able to some kind of hinder my advancement towards him. So in the 12th minute, I have now got 2 factories going T2 HQ to produce titans and pillars. I mean, this is what I need. I really need pillars at the moment because my SEU is in dire straits at the moment, as you can clearly tell. So after defending a massive reinforcement gap from the Cybran force in GW, which is probably the biggest pain in the arse here. We're now consolidating the forces basically. Obviously, my SEU is gonna start going T2. So my eco, let's have a look at my. So my eco is pretty much okay for the current moment in time. So it's not the best. It's not best, and it's not brilliant. But it certainly ain't the worst. As you can see, I still do have reinforcements, and I've got 2 more coming in. So I've got 2 more pillars to assist. On my SEU rampage, so I do have 75 veterancy, 75 kills on the SEU. So you don't see that every day in the GW with ACUs doing that type of killing sprees. As you see, Lava 616 has 48, and the clearest one is Lava, which we attacked. But having that gun on a UEF gun, UFSE, is so overwhelming and it's so overpowering. It's quite hilarious. Kills artillery in 1 shot, kills auroras in 1 shot, kills mantises in 2. Well, it normally take 4 or 6. As we can see though, I can see a frigate on my doorstep. So I send my 2 reinforcements that I've just brought in to deal with this T1 frigate. As you can see, the T1 frigate hasn't actually noticed that they're there, weirdly enough. Don't know why, but clearly isn't. Well, he has noticed they're there because they're shooting at it. So he hasn't really attacked it. So that T1 frigate goes down without a fight. So he's lost one of his major seagoing units. As you can see, I side because I can't actually assault their base directly. I will, however, make it very, very hard for Vanguard when he loses 2 of his mexes. Because when he loses 2 of his mexes, he's back down to plus. Well, he's -4. As we can see, we've now got a big, massive mantis spam coming in. So obviously the Percival, which has got 6 kills, is now in high retreat because my ally has now got T2. He's now building artillery. So my air is pretty much since I've got 3 factories just basically on patrol after they come out, just focusing above the intercept in around my area, the base, and our current assault area. The problem that gives is no scouting. And if we scouted, well, if I scouted, I would have been able to see these courses. I know most people think of the ram make. No. They ain't courses. These are courses. These are deadly. As we can see, so Ladder 616 is still trying to push in against the my ally, but he hasn't got that much. He hasn't got tax. I mistakenly said he's got tax because when I seen the unit and see how badly it was damaging me, it's T2 artillery. So that's quite a good thing. As we can see though, the first thing Lava goes for is the Percival. Obviously the biggest attack unit in the world, he goes for it. The way he can go for that is because he's got power storage. His power storage is actually nowhere to be seen. So he's got OC capabilities, but I don't know where his storage is. Interesting. Oh, that is quite interesting indeed. But as we can see, so they are starting to come back. So Cybrans are now actually starting to come back with a little vengeance at the moment. So as you can see, all my factories are now T2 upgraded. So I've got rhinos, and rhinos, and I've got T1, T2, while I'm still upgrading to the rest of the T3, T2 mexes. So my upgrade of my mexes on this game is actually shambolic, to say the least. It is bad, I have to admit. Took me a while to do it, but not losing ground. I am losing on +4 mass, as you can clearly see, because I haven't got any mass points there. But that's going to be the least of my worries because of these little fuckers. Eventually, soon, these will attack me. So, at the moment, I've got a nice T2 army coming into play. My ally had T2 quite a while ago. His Lava's ACU is doing quite a pain in the ass now. That gun does offer quite a bit of a problem. But he is walking into T2 PD now. I send my T2 army. I send my army towards him now because I'm kind of getting sick of him. So pretty much with my army coming straight towards him, with a quite a nice pillar gap, with gunships and everything else. Lava does actually get auto-recalled due to the supremacy of my T2 units. As we can see, my SCU has been attacked. Was attacked by T2 coursers. As we can see, as you can clearly see the wreckage here. Survived it with little HP. But the other problem is this little fucker. Cruisers. Yeah, they're not the best. So with Lava 616 down, I decided to move all my units in, kill his entire base, so that can no longer assist a Vanguard from being able to build any of his overpowered units. So slowly killing the bottom base is a financial hit, so to speak of. I do have hoverbots, reptiles, trying to kill this because that's just the biggest pain in the ass. As you can see, my SCU is assisting this T1 shield, the T2 shield of my ally, to get online due to the Corsair coming to attack. So I need that back to full health. As we can see though, we've got rhinos coming from the Vanguard to try and stop this base destruction at the bottom. Although Ladder 616 did have T3 mexes, he didn't really have anything else on the other points, which kind of make it useless, really. Because that would have given him at least a plus 18 mass with T2 mexes and a T3, which was quite a big quite a big distance, so to speak of. So my plan to deal with the cruiser that's currently shooting at my Riptides was to build Riptides, gather them in the middle, force it into me, then attack outwards. Obviously my SCU is really still struggling with health. And that, so with the bottom base now fully demolished, a Vanguard only has the +4 max income. +6 max income now. So that really much that's pretty much neutralised that area of income for him. Giving it trying to stop him from having a 2v1 advantage on eco. As we can see though, the cruiser is actually 26 killed veterancy, and the ladder 662 is in the sea. As the bottom base is now killed, I start moving my units up from the bottom to the top, therefore cutting off these 2 mass extractors. So that's +12 there. So I go and kill them +12 and also kill the another +12, so that's +24, which then becomes completely neutralised. So my ACU is now finishing building power because I think I will be power draining. Yep, I am on the verge of power draining quite badly. I do have no mass, again, 1 to normal, so I'm still currently on T1 mass extractors. Not a good idea, trust me. But I do have 2, so I've got 3 Riptides heading in to kill a destroyer as well as a cruiser. Not an easy feat, I can tell you that for a fact. So if we have a look zoomed in here, and you can see the Riptides are actually... One Riptide's actually focusing on the destroyer, then I tell him no, I want the cruiser gone. As we can see though, we have Courser's income. So that was the last desperate attack to try and take me out of the game, using Courser's and with the land incoming. As that's happening though, I've got my 3 Riptides just circling around the T2 destroyer and they're slowly killing it. So now since that T2 destroyer is down, we've got to focus on this big artillery assault. Not really big, but it does the job. As you can see, I'm heading towards the other side of the shield. Due to the fact is that he's got coursers and he's going to kill me. But at the back of it, the base up, I've got my units that were in the ladder 616 base, U-turned coming around for him. So, after almost being killed about numerous times, So after being killed about a few times, I recuperate my base and start pushing towards him. So pretty much now, I've survived this fight, which pretty much was the basic of the game because of the big massive assault of the T1 Mantis attack and the 6, I think it was a 7 loyalist spam as well. So that ends this game. Obviously the recall because it's GW, but in this game I was pretty much surviving. I wasn't really assaulting anyone, but good game. I'll be uploading the live cast to my YouTube channel in a couple of minutes. But that's it for today. I'll be probably doing some more tomorrow, hopefully. So stay tuned and watch this channel for tomorrow. See you guys.